Hello my fellow organizers, and welcome to Let's Organize and to my world of being organized. Today I'm going to share a few organizing hacks for your car. I have shared a video previously around boot or trunk organizing, and in today's video I am going to share with you what my boot looks like. You will notice the plastic container, and in there I keep my extra umbrellas, and I also have the weights that I need for my boot camp sessions. Then I have the collapsible boot organizer. It's very nifty to keep your grocery bags in there that tend to fall around in the boot, so then that is quite useful to have. And then I also have things in there that just remind me of places to go or things to do. I also keep my grocery bags in the car. Then whenever I go to the shops, I'm always ready for shopping and I don't have to buy plastic. Other things in my boot is a big umbrella, a picnic blanket, my mat that I use for boot camp, and then it's also a non-skid mat that prevents things from falling over. It is also useful to use the areas available in the doors of the vehicle. And on the driver's side in my car I put my sunglasses and also the glasses that I need for driving at night. And then I also have a pen in my car, so when I sit in the car and wait for the children and I need to write something, I always have a pen available. Trash is inevitable in a car, and what we do is we use the front door, the inside of the front door on the passenger side as our bin. So any trash that accumulates during a trip will then go into that side of the door, and then when we get home we will just empty it out. Other ideas to deal with the trash is to take a plastic cereal container and then keep that in your car and then use that as a trash can, or then have a plastic bag in your car, especially if you go on long trips, that you can then use that for the trash. I will show you how I fold up a plastic bag. You have to make it flat and then you fold it from the one side to the middle, and then you fold it to the middle again, to the end again. And then you take the bottom and you make little triangles with it, and you fold it just up and down into the triangle shape until you end up with one big triangle and then just the handles of the bag. And then you open up the one section and then you just push the handles in there, and then you end up with this little triangle shaped bag, and it's quite small, it can actually fit into your handbag. Now for the glove compartment, in here is the manual of your car and the book of the service history. Then I also have printouts that I got from my insurance company. The one is information on what you must do and not do when you are in an accident. Then there is one that you then fill in all the information of the people that was involved in the accident, and if you've got witnesses, that you get everybody's details for the claim. And then there's one where you then put in your broker details and the policy number and the contact details, so just to make things easy when you are in an accident. I also keep an extra pen in here, and then I also have things like wipes for sticky hands in the car. I've got spot removal if you get stains on your clothing, and then of course tissues for the runny noses. And then I also keep extra sunglasses in here and an extra pair of glasses that I need when I do night driving. Then I have a small multi-tool just in case I need to do something, fix something, or you never know what can happen. Remember to always check your spare tire and the equipment that you need to replace a flat tire. You don't want to get stuck without the necessary equipment if you need to replace your tire. And then also check that you've got jumping cables in your car in case your car needs starting. Then I just keep an adapter there that if I want to charge my cell phone, I have that available. Let's talk about the back of the car. We have a golden rule: whatever you bring into the car, you take out of the car. So give your children the responsibility that they must take their things out of the vehicle and that it doesn't become your problem to get everything out of the car. Be sure that you use the spaces that's available. I've got a part in the middle of my seats, and then in here is 2 cup holders, and then I also keep the toys in there that my kids can use during our trips. And it is travel friendly toys such as a magnetic chess set. I also have card game that they can play cards, and then there's things like tic-tac-toe and other toys that they can use during the trip. Remember, the main purpose of your vehicle is to get you from A to B, and don't try and put too many things in your car, otherwise it's just going to become very cluttered. So keep to the basics and just have the necessary things in there to keep it organized. Another thing that I didn't mention that I don't have in my car, but I have that in my handbag, is a mini first aid kit. So if you don't have that in your handbag, be sure to put one together and then keep that also in the glove compartment. If you've liked this video, then please like, subscribe and share. I also have a blog where I add the topic of the week. And then there's other ways to follow me, such as Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Happy organizing!